Hello YouTube, alright, so this year 2016 Halloween layout. I know I have 2 videos up already, but they're not really proper reviews of everything I've got going on. So, alright, basically the design for the layout is how it was before. It's in my garage on 2 fold-out tables. I have a smaller fold-out table out here, which I just put spare track over and little decorations, and I park some trains, so have over here. Alright, so, I'll get this done real quick over here. So, as you can see, I just have my Transylvania Caboose and Lionel Sounds Halloween boxcar, and this is a K-Line Pennsylvania switcher I picked up a while back, and I just decorate it with some Lionel Fast Track, and I use MTH Real Tracks a lot for the sidings. I'm not a big fan of Real Tracks. I'm a bigger fan of Fast Tracks, what I grew up on. Even I always had some problems with Real Tracks. I just feel it's harder to put together, harder to take apart, and sometimes the plastic pieces that hold the track together snap, and then the copper bends weird under it. So, and then I put this guy. I have the control over here for my activating track over here on the layout with a little candy. So, let's get back to the big part, the train. So this locomotive is from the Lionel Transylvania Express, even though it's a freight train. So everything you see there in the box is the train and cars that come with the set. So right now I only have this locomotive. I put the Chase gondola from the set over there in a little siding I put next to a burning switch tower, and I put that's a Lionel Graves Blood Bank tank car. I got that around the same time I got this set. So what I have on the train now, I used 2 Pennsylvania Lionel unloading cars, the coal dumper cars. I just use them because these are the ones I have. They work good. Put a little candy in them, and plus Pennsylvania, Transylvania, and I had this one in black, so sort of works. And in the back I have a not Lionel. This is MTH's 2009 Halloween boxcar. So it's good and it works. And I think over there I already told you there's the other part to the Halloween. That's the Sounds boxcar. The speaker is getting old and it's like blown out, so I have to get a replacement speaker before you can get a video on that. And of course that's the lighted caboose, and I already told you about that. Engine's just a work in progress. So layouts turned out pretty nice. It's obviously bigger than the older videos because instead of it just being on the table we had inside, it's proper now. I have a loop in the middle, and then I have 2 switches over there. They're manual switches. They're not you have to reach over and flick them. You can't just use the switch all the way on the side of where the transformer would be. So I have to manually switch them over while the train's running. Of course, I have a little inner loop. It goes around here, around the little swing set, and past the lake in the middle, and then I pass this house, which I put this one has one of those candle lights in them, the fake candle lights that flicker. And I have this Ferris wheel we've had for a long time. So, in terms of accessories besides the lake and the sorry, I keep forgetting the name, the swing, I have the Lionel Grim Reaper Gateman. Put a video of him up earlier knocking over this hearse. Then I have this burning switch tower. I know you've seen a few shots of these. I'll probably do a proper review on this later. Unlike the Gateman, I have to have the track power up and the train running to have the burning switch tower on moving. Plus, the problem is you probably won't see it as easily because the top and bottom lights were burned out in this one. I need to get replacements. However, the smoke unit still works, but without the lights, this part of the layout sort of doesn't have as much light, even though I do have these spider lights. And you probably won't see the smoke coming out of it, whereas you'd see smoke coming out of the engine over there just because of, what it is and the fact that the smoke wouldn't be as bottled up coming out of the top of the smokestack where it is on here, because the smoke unit's inside and it has to come out and leak out under the roof. Alright, so that's basics. So not the engine. The few more things I put up around here are I used some Hot Wheels and Matchbox cars that I thought were creepy to use. I have a 8 crate, which with the Moon Eyes decorations, and I have a Matchbox Hearst Scooby-Doo decorations. I put both them over here. 40s Ford Coupe, I thought it just fit the style of this place better. I think this one over here is called too cool. This was a Halloween car from the 2015 year for Hot Wheels. It's called Screamliner. It's gotta be one of my favorites. The Ooze Coupe. This is 80s cool. The orange is another Halloween car from 2015 called 16 Angels. Then there's Street Creeper. Cannot remember the name of that one there in the back. It just slipped my mind. And then we have this little Ford T-Bucket, and I put a root beer candy in the back and next to the candy dumper, which I think I forgot to mention this earlier. That yellow car over there with the other root beer in it, the spring's just gone on that one. The spring isn't working, so I can't have that one dumped, though I did decide to put the candy in it. The black one still works though. So that'll be the one that works. Now, in terms of things that light up on this layout, of course you see in here, we have the lake. Then we have over here, which is the swing. The gateman lights up. He has an orange flickering light. I'll show it to you one more time. He doesn't go back in all the way. I'm gonna work on him. The lights are burnt out in here. Got a light in there. Have this headless horseman figure I got, and I just put one of those ping pong eyeballs on top. So he lights up. He's I believe 3 AAA batteries, and same thing for this tombstone back here, plus I have the other 2 tombstones. So it's nice. And it works. Alright, so in terms of the layout, this is just, it's nothing big or fancy. It's all 036 curves and just the standard Lionel Fast Track that you'd all have seen, that you pretty much get in your standard layout starter set. Sorry. Over here I have bumpers for this little siding area. I didn't have any bumpers for over here, but over here it really didn't matter so much because this is just where I store locomotives. It looks nice, but you know, didn't really matter so much. And then I had this witch's hand, which looks good on this side, and it keeps a tombstone up on this side. For decorations, I just put these Halloween chains all up and around along with the spider lights to help keep the layout illuminated a little bit more. It's a Halloween layout, so I want it to be dark and creepy, but I also want it to be lit up to where you can at least see what's going on. That's why I usually have put the caboose on the back of the train, which helps. Because this house over here doesn't light up unlike this one over here. But in front of here, we have, here, let me move this. So, you see how this one looks. And I have this little, my friend of my dad's made this, which is kitchen. So it's nice. It's really nice. And then we have in the middle, I thought this was good. This is like, the inner loop's like my showcase area, where the train just comes all around, happy haunting. And when I have the full train up, all the cars, it'll almost loop around to where the engine could touch the caboose on the end. And I have a creepy hand in the back, and over here you're probably wondering, inside the lake, it's not dry ice, it's water. So I have, just in case I have these paper towels that just catch the water, and this is just for the there's a little machine inside of here that does all the work. So I use this just to dry it off. When I'm not using it, I keep it right there in the layout. I'll move it out of the way for now. Yeah, and then I have this pullback 40s Ford coupe that you can get from your local drugstore or anything like that. So I covered most of the general stuff. So let the train with what cars it has on it now run, and yeah, just some time to see that. This is the one switched on next to it. That's the smoke effect on the train. That's been switched on. Here, let's check out the smoke effect on the train. Place it down here by the tractor.